Hello everybody. In today's screencast, we want to take a look into LibreOffice or OpenOffice. How to use libopc to build a more sophisticated and advanced import and export for Office OpenXML. And I want to do that by using this example. So we have a document with a balanced sections in between. Let's have a look how OpenOffice would or LibreOffice would render that. I have built LibreOffice in this directory and opened the Visual Studio, added the executable, and passed the argument to section 03 document. So now if I hit F5, what you'll see, it'll fire up LibreOffice. Just take some time. Oops. Just need to close that because it will still lock by word. So let's do it again. Hit F5. We'll fire it up. Open section 03. Load the document. Initialize the UI, which takes some time. To be fair, I have some debug information in LibreOffice, so it'll just take some additional time to just set it all up. And here we are. So here's our sample document. Here's the balance section. So let's have a look at how this all looks. So we have actually 3 sections here. So let's see what happens if we save it. So we're going to save as. We're going to name it out. And so okay, this annoying message pops up saying, yeah, it might not be able to save everything. So later in the screencast, I want to show you how to get rid of this message using MCE and build a filter which can really round trip everything in Office OpenXML. So just keep the current format, close it. So let's see how it looks in Word. So there's this additional section break, which is very annoying. So let's see then how it looks if we reload the document, and what you can see then is we have an additional section which is kind of in between. So there's room for improvement, and I want to show you how to do that using writing your own filter using libopc. That's actually quite simple. So here's native Office OpenXML for LibreOffice project, just as a filter header filter .x class. Lots of boilerplate code. Interesting stuff is that you just write a uno component, give it a name. There's common code like libopc stuff. Next thing you need to do is register that class here, and then tell the world, that we want to use this filter instead of the built-in filter, which is this one. So this is the built-in filter, this is our filter. To prove that our code is loaded, just put in a breakpoint at the filter method. So here we are, here's the breakpoint, and we just hit F5, load the document again. You see, it'll just fire up LibreOffice. Just take some time. And here we are, here's our breakpoint. So this is the case if we want, it's called for import and export. So this is the case for the export. This is the case for the import. Some boilerplate code needed. You see here's a container open using libopc. The next thing we do here is that we just get a hold of the internal model of write a document. So just really native stuff, no in between. No APIs, no uno, no stuff, and then we just have the import code. And it's all done in this class. Oops. And you see it's quite simple. So it's a recursive decent parser. So we have import document, calls import sections, and so forth. And I don't want to go into the details, but it's 218 lines of code. It's quite simple. And what it does, it imports all paragraphs, all text, and all sections. So just hit F5, continue the execution, just takes some time before it fires up. This is not code being spent in libopc or the import, just setting up the UI and stuff. And what you see here is that we have a section, a balanced section, which is quite cool. And so there's this sections in Writer can have a background color, which is a problem when you save it. So when I save it to out.x, you can see it tells me, yeah, I might lose stuff. And yes, of course, I lose stuff. Here's the export code, by the way, being executed. So I just hit F5 for now. And what I lose, actually, is the background color. So when I reload the stuff again, you see, we have one section, which is good, but we lost the background color. So let's see what we can do to export the background color. So what we do for this is we just need to write some code and say, okay, we want to write the background color, and we do it in an additional namespace. So we use MCE to add an additional attribute background for it. And the other thing we need to do, we need to register that namespace. Oops, it's done here. And I'm going to make it MCE ignorable. So that's an enhancement to this namespace. Just build the code. Let's take some time. So, libraries generated, so fire it up again. Just have to wait before LibreOffice starts again. Hit F5, okay. So I guess we no longer need this breakpoint here. It loads the section 3 document again, initializes the user interface. Okay, let's see. We make the section, give it a background color, let's make it red, and let's save it again. Save it as the out.x. Keep the current format, yes. So here we are. So let's have a look at how the document looks like. So this is the actual content being written. What you see, you have this LibreOffice extension. It's ignorable, and here's the background color. It's being written as an extension. You can open this document using Word, and yeah, Word doesn't understand that, but it ignores it according to the semantics of the MCE. But if we go ahead and hack the import a bit, that's what we do. So just enable this code here. So we add so what we basically do here is we add code to handle the background attribute. It's being in this LibreOffice namespace. And the other thing we need to do is tell the import that we understand the LibreOffice namespace. So if we now compile this stuff, just take some time, and then tell him to load the out.x namespace. Just for fun. Let me put in a breakpoint here. Just take some time. Oops, I wasn't quick enough with setting the breakpoint. So we see we're in the background, so it's in this additional namespace LibreOffice. But what you really see is you have a perfect round trip. And so with this perfect round trip, at least for the background color, we can now start giving it a different color, like making it yellow, and just hit save and load it back, and it's yellow. And actually, you can do this for every other feature which is missing. For example, a section in Word can have a section name. You can use the very same technique. You can do very sophisticated things like nested sections. You can enhance the Office OpenXML format so that you really can get rid of this annoying message here, and you can really make it a native format for Office OpenXML, for LibreOffice. And this is due to the possibility of, or the technology of MCE, which really is a very good technology to make enhancements to a file format and keep them backward compatible. And you can see Word is still able to load the document. You just lose the background color, but that's fair. If the feature is not there, you can do nothing about it. Just a note at the end, this is not possible the other way around. The Open Document format does not have this possibility to enhance the format in the backward compatible way, and so it is not possible to use similar techniques to store additional stuff in Open Document. And so that's a unique feature of Office OpenXML, and I think it's pretty cool. And using libopc, it's very simple to write a very sophisticated Office OpenXML parser. The import for this is 216 lines, and the export, because of a lot of boilerplate code needed, is 800 lines. But the actual export code is being done in this function, and what you really see is this is really all the code needed for exporting all paragraphs and all text content and all sections. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for listening. Goodbye.